Hello, fellow viewers, and welcome to Game the no. Hello, and welcome to Lore Game Theory. Yep, it's official. Yeah, welcome to a brand new series I'm starting. Basically, it's like game theory, but lore game style, or maybe even Void. Who knows? Maybe even Steam. Alright, but yeah. For this video, we are going to be discussing brand new lore that came out with one of the new patches. So, before this begins, big major spoiler warning, okay? Pretty big. Look, if you get spoiled, I warned you, okay? Don't get mad at me, please. Alright, thanks. Alright, so, let's get right into it. Alrighty, so before we begin though, I will be doing these theory videos in a sort of type of presentation way, because, well, why not? But yeah, if you haven't known already, this is going to be a new radical series that I'll be doing on the channel. Again, it's going to be known as Lore Game Theory, and thanks again to my friend for making a pretty radical intro. Anyways, let's get to it. So, you might remember, a while back, Kuro made a cool little patch update that I made a video on. But there was something I kind of, well, glossed over. And that was the addition of new notes added around the map. If you don't know what notes are, they're basically like little hidden notes hidden around that map that give some insight onto what the lore is for lore game. But the reason why I bring up these notes is, well, they give some new lore that's pretty interesting. Yeah, if you were to combine these, you will get a pretty interesting paragraph that kind of sounds like a little bit of like a plot twist in a way. I don't know why, but yeah, you know, it just seems like that. But for the sake of this video though, I won't be saying where they are since I do want to leave some mystery to it, and plus, it would kind of be spoiling their location. Well, I mean, this whole video is technically like a huge spoiler, but you know, I still want to leave a little bit some mystery to it. But if you do want to try finding these notes, maybe have a look in a place where Marianne lurks, or maybe something to do with the ancient door, or maybe a new location. But yeah, basically combining these new notes can get you this whole paragraph. Now then, for this, you might see there is some green letters. Basically, these are letters that theorists have, well, come up with. Basically, for stuff like, here, we basically just, well, I mean, they basically just took a guess on what it could be, which it's most likely right, but again, it could be wrong. So, here it is. The ball located in the deep stomach, which then cuts into Tide Falls, a system of independently functioning runes comparable or compatible, I don't know, to essence seal the structure with clay. Ancients may have been even more advanced than us scholars previously thought. It then cuts again, which then goes into clay prevents deep or depths energy from passing, and all we know is that no energy makes it to, well, the surface. So how are the surface lords creating essence? Now then, there is a whole lot to take in from these notes that I just said. So, let's dissect this and, well, take away what I would say to be the most important parts. 1. What the heck is the time? 2. So, somehow the ancients were more advanced and technologically more advanced, that's a sentence, than the scholars. And 3, probably the most interesting one, the surface dwellers creating Essenes, even though they need deep energy, so how are they, well, getting it? Well, let's get right into it, I guess. So, for one, I think we have reason to believe that the tide could refer to something like a wave of Essenes, or maybe some type of gate that could lead to Layer 3, aka the Sun's Ocean, which I will maybe make another video on about. Ooh, video leak. But yeah, basically this little document here sums it up pretty much perfectly here. Yeah, it basically just says what I just said. That was a sentence. yeah, if you want to read it for yourself to understand this stuff a whole lot more, I would really highly recommend reading it. It's called Our World. It's made by, I think, a couple of theorists. If you want to read this for yourself, it'll be down in the description, hopefully. But yeah, again, I would really read it. It's pretty cool. Now then, for the next one, which is, well, number 2, as you can see, I made some, this is a good diagram, but, anyways, for 2, this one could be pretty tough to solve, since we still don't really know a whole lot about the scholars and ancients, which maybe I could make a video discussing that soon, but, well, you know, for now, we're talking about this. So, but basically, what we know basically, what we know is that the ancients were a lot more advanced and had better use of how our world works. And, well, basically, the scholars have now sort of realized this, according to the person that wrote, well, the paragraph, which, aka, is the scholar dudes. These scholar dudes are basically the guys that wear the wizard robes. You might have seen someone wear this before, just maybe. But yeah, these are basically like the official, quote-unquote, like lore-related scholars, I believe. I think people like Snold. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but like people like Snold and the Barber are just kind of like meant to be like cosmetic people, but I think these guys count. But yeah, anyways, let's go on to the final thing from the paragraph, which again is the surface dwellers making the Essenes. So for now, we really still don't know a whole lot about the surface dwellers, but we do know that at one point we were at peace with them, but then some war kind of broke out between the ancients and us at this time, possibly, but it's pretty hard to speculate with what we know right now. But just maybe the reason why they're sending Essenes is because we are at war with them, as is the current time reference from the ancient era to the current era, which is the war era, which we could possibly be in right now. According to Quinn, which aka is the guy in the title screen, aka this dude, basically, he basically kind of hints at how the ancients and surface dwellers got into war in the first place. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm kind of getting this confused. It's kind of hard to do this. Alright, anyways. So, basically, surface dwellers and cave people, they were at peace. But then, they fought, so then, surface dwellers were like, okay, Ashians, go get them. Go beat them up. So then, what they did was, well, they said Essenes, and, yeah, I guess that's what it could be, who knows. But, enough, you know, rambling about the whole thing. The main question is, well, how are they getting deep energy from the caverns? To be honest, I am still a little puzzled about this part, but maybe they had found their own way of traversing into the caverns again, or, well, after it was blocked off, and maybe somehow they found a way to go down in the caverns and get the deep energy with movie science. But yeah, that's really all I can infer from this with the new notes as of now. Maybe sometime, hopefully in the future, we can piece together more lore and be able to have a better understanding of this, but apart from that, that's basically today's little theory discussion as of now. If you think there's something that I missed out on or, well, got wrong, leave a comment down below, or heck, come up with your own little theories, and who knows, maybe I can, you know, discuss them. But, yeah, apart from that, that's all I got today. So, as always, have a day and drink some water. And also, it's just a theory.